Hi, Brendan. Are you on the train right now?
Oh, hi, Linda. Yep, I'm on the train right now. I'll probably be there on time. I'm looking forward to today.
Yep, me too.
Still, though, I'm pretty nervous. I've met your mother a few times before when I visited your house, but it's my first time meeting your dad.
I've told him multiple times before to meet you, but he always makes up some sort of excuse and disappears whenever you come visit.
So, does he think of me as some random guy that stole his daughter?
Even if that's the case right now, I'm sure he's going to have a better opinion of you once he gets to meet you.
I hope so.
Anyways, this time I told him that you'd be coming to receive their blessing for our marriage. I don't think he'll escape this time.
I'll do my best to receive your parents' blessing.
I'll tell him about how much of a good person you are as well.
Thanks. I wouldn't know what to do without you.
Alright, take care then.
Yep, you take care as well. To think that you were a piece of scum that grew up without a father. What? Could this be Alinda's father? I got your contact information from Alinda's smartphone. Is that so? First off, let's get this straight. I'm not going to be your father-in-law. I'm not going to let you and my daughter even get married. All right, then I'll call you Mr. Reed for now. Mr. Reed, why did you do what you did back there? Because you're a piece of scum that was raised in a single-parent family. I'm sorry, but that's not an answer to my question. Why did you throw that ashtray at me? You didn't just throw it at me. You were even waiting for me to enter the front door, poised to throw it. Luckily, it was only a light ashtray, and I was able to get away with only the swelling on my forehead, which you seem to aim for. Not liking someone is not an excuse to throw stuff at them. You see, that's what I'm talking about. All I did was teach you a little lesson and you start getting all mad. You're a piece of scum that was raised by a single parent. Your reaction proves that what I say is right. If I may, there are people who become single parents against their own will. Even placed in such an environment, there are tons of people who have been raised on a straight path and are regular members of society. Don't you think that calling someone a piece of scum just because they were raised by a single parent is a bit prejudiced? You seem to want to say that you're a good example of someone that was raised on a straight path. It's not like I'm overconfident, but ever since I lost my father to an illness when I was 5, my mother raised me all on her own and even paid for me until university. I respect my mother from the bottom of my heart for that, both as a parent and as a human. There it is, your mother complex. Huh? I can already see my daughter being bullied by your mother, and you not doing anything if she were to marry you. Don't you think your interpretation is a bit one-sided? If the child is a piece of scum, then the mother must surely also be a piece of scum. What? I'm not going to let you marry my daughter. Mr. Reed, is that why you're provoking me on purpose? Do you want me to get mad at your heartless insults and insult you in return? So that I might accidentally say something that will make me and Alinda break up? Well, sorry to say this, but the things you said about single parents and their children at least don't apply to me and my mother. So there's no way I'm going to lose my temper and say something compromising. Huh? I'll end our conversation here for today, but me wanting to marry Alinda still hasn't changed, so I hope we can come to an understanding in the future.
Brendan! Sorry it took me so long to contact you.
Hi, Linda.
You see, My dad took my smartphone from me, and I was only able to get it back now. Mom got it back for me without him knowing. Is the place where the ashtray hit you all right?
Yep, it only got a bit red and it's basically nothing now.
I'm glad. I'm sorry for my father. I never thought he would do such a thing.
Did you hear why he's opposing our marriage?
Yep, I heard. He explained it to us in grand eloquence. Me and Mom didn't know what to say after his speech.
Is that so?
I'm so sorry. I didn't expect him to be this opposed to us getting married. Even if you were opposed to the wedding, why would he just throw an ashtray at you without even listening to what you had to say?
Linda, let's calm down a bit. If we lose our tempers here, then we'll just be doing what he wants us to do.
You're right. Oh, I forgot. Mom says there's something she wants to tell the two of us.
Oh, Mrs. Reed?
She said she's been thinking about it for a while, but has finally decided it after seeing my dad's attitude today.
I wonder what it is.
She told us to set up a meeting when Dad wouldn't be around.
Got it. Could you tell her that I'm free on weekday nights and on weekends?
Got it, hold on. I just asked Mom, and she said the sooner the better, so come tomorrow after work. Dad works a night shift, so he won't be here.
Understood. I'll contact you once I'm done with work tomorrow.
I'm so sorry about today.
Hey, don't apologize. It's not your fault. Well then, see you tomorrow.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
So you didn't have enough and decided to come again. But I heard that you were going to work a night shift today. The production line was halted because one of our machines broke down. They told us repair would take the whole night, and so I got home early. Is that so? I'm going to marry Alinda to another man. Huh? Her husband is going to be the son of an executive director of the company I work at. Me and the executive director have been friends for a long time, and I promised to him that I would give his son my daughter to marry. The son of an executive director? How does it feel? He's a part of the upper class. You're nothing compared to him. You work at a factory owned by a food company at S City, right, Mr. Reed? I'm sure Alinda will immediately give up marrying you if I tell her about this opportunity. Don't you dare bother my daughter's happiness, you single-parent raised piece of scum. Is that so? If that's the case, then I'm done. I see. It's a bit rude of me to say this, but I'll praise you for knowing when to quit. Don't get any ideas. I'm definitely going to marry Alinda. I just mean that I don't need a father-in-law like you. What did you say? Sorry for bothering you. Alinda, are you alright?
Brendan, my dad. I'm so sorry again. To think that he would have come home early.
Apparently something happened at his company, so we couldn't have known. More importantly though, are you alright? I was forcefully kicked out of the house, but I'm worried about you and your mom who were left with him.
I'm fine. Dad kept texting someone or talking to someone on the phone, so he didn't seem to have time for us. The two of us took this opportunity and fled by car. We're at my mom's brother's house right now. By the way, Mom left him the divorce papers, which she already signed.
So her plan is already underway, huh?
She said she was intending on this all along and had been preparing since last night. She wanted to tell you about it, but Dad suddenly came home.
Oh, is that so? Based on what she said up until I was kicked out, I guess the preparation was the obvious choice.
Dad's probably going to try and find out where we went.
No, obviously I'm not going to tell him, so don't worry. More importantly, it seems that your father has an arranged marriage set up for you.
Huh? You mean he wants me to marry someone else?
Yep. He says that your husband is going to be the son of an executive director of the company he works at.
The son of an executive director?
Could it be someone you know?
He was a classmate during middle school. Apparently he's extremely bright and is one of the candidates for the next CEO.
Oh, so that's why your dad wanted you to marry him so much.
But I heard during our middle school reunion recently that he was already engaged.
Huh?
It seems that people at the company don't know yet, though. Apparently, his fiancée is the daughter of the company's CEO.
What?
If we let Dad do as he likes, I feel like a lot of people that have nothing to do with this are going to be caught up in this mess.
You're right.
I have a bad feeling that this is going to be a hassle.
Hey, Linda, could you let me take care of this situation? I feel like we need to finish things right now.
Do you have a plan?
I think that getting my mother to intervene is the quickest way to take care of all of this.
What? Your mother?
To be honest, this is a card that I didn't really want to play, but it seems like I have no choice if I want to stop this before things get out of hand. I want you to wait a bit longer. Hey, Brendan, what's the meaning of this? Why didn't you tell me sooner? Your mother was the largest owner of our company's stocks? I intended to tell you about it when I came to your house to ask you for your blessing, but you never let me in. But instead threw an ashtray right as I stepped into the front door and shoved me out. I was wondering what to do about all of this when you told me about the arranged marriage you had for Linda with the son of an executive director. To be honest, I couldn't help but be bewildered at your sudden news concerning Brenda's arranged marriage. Me and the executive director were classmates during elementary school and middle school. Not only that, but Linda and his son were also classmates during middle school. This couldn't have been a better bond. But I heard that the son of this executive director is already engaged. Huh? Who's he engaged to? I got permission from the two of them, so I'll tell you. It seems that his fiancée is the daughter of your company's CEO. Even if there hasn't been any official announcement in the company yet, I think that treating the executive director's son as if he was engaged to Linda without even asking him in his opinion is a bit problematic. This was around the time when me and Linda got a bit worried that a bunch of people who were unrelated to our marriage might get caught up in the mess that you were about to cause. Which is why I decided that I needed my mother, the company's largest stockholder, to intervene and have her tell the company about the situation. I had no idea this was happening. That's not the end of it. It seems that you were telling some of your colleagues that my daughter might get married to the son of an executive director. This eventually made its way to the ears of the CEO and of the executive director himself. Apparently, if my mother hadn't told them about the situation, this might have caused a huge commotion in the company. After all, the son of this executive director was already engaged, and to the CEO's daughter nonetheless. You're exaggerating, right? What are you talking about? Depending on how you look at it, one could say that what you did was disrupting the marriage of the next CEO and the daughter of the current CEO. So that's why I was told not to come to work anymore today. I don't know what the company is going to do with you, but it seems that you turned in the divorce papers your wife gave you to the city hall the day she gave them to you. Oh, well, that's... Elinda says that she's going to cut ties with you as well. Hold on, wait! Please make sure not to get the two of them, who are now strangers to you, involved in whatever happens to you. Hold on, wait! This is not what I was intending. The divorce papers as well. I let my anger get a hold of me, which is the only reason I turned them in. I wasn't actually serious. If my wife apologizes, I'm willing to get married with her again. That sounds like a long story, am I right? Well, yes. It's an important one after all. But I'm now just a stranger to you. And I don't need to listen to what you say. Huh? And frankly, talking to you any longer is just a waste of time. So, goodbye. Wait! A few days after this incident, it seems that Mr. Reed was told by his company to relocate somewhere far away. It seems that the people at the company have the silent understanding that that's where people go as a sort of exile. But Mr. Reed knew that he was being saved by the skin of his neck. And so, without a choice, he accepted. The next week, he set off for this remote island. Apparently, he now receives a much lower salary and is barely able to get by living on his own. Speaking of which, as he had never done any household chores in his life, he was having trouble living on his own. And so his diet was now heavily imbalanced. His room is full of garbage he's too lazy to take out. And his clothes are dirty since he didn't wash them. And his personality hasn't seemed to change a bit though. And he has no clue that the days until he's fired are numbered.
Hi, Fiore! Hey! It's me, Laura! Come on, are you ignoring me again? We've known each other for 10 years, ever since we were in high school, but you're still so cold to me. Does this mean that you've already noticed? That must be the case. Which is why you're so frustrated that you won't reply, right? No, I'm so sorry. Hold on. I almost forgot to thank you for getting out of the way. I'm so happy as your friend that we were able to settle things reasonably. I mean, I guess it was only obvious of you to do so since I'm so much more attractive than you. Even if you did try to hold on to him, there was no way you would have beat me. I guess I'll find happiness now. Don't tell anyone, but I'm actually pregnant with his child now. I'll contact you again when the baby is born, all right? Bye then! Hi, Fernando. Sorry for bothering you at work. Do you have some time? There's something I want to ask you.
Oh, sure. What's up?
Have you met Laura before?
What? Laura, she was the delusional girl that sometimes comes up in your stories, right?
Yep, that delusional girl.
No way. I've never known anyone named Laura in my life. How would I even meet her if we live in completely different places?
It's just as you say, I guess.
Did something happen?
Oh, yeah, I got this weird text from Laura this afternoon.
What's it about?
You see, she said something about stealing a guy from me and that she's now pregnant with his child.
What?
Oh, it's not like I suspect you of cheating on me or anything. I just thought that she might be having one of her one-sided delusions again and could be stalking you.
A one-sided delusion, huh?
Have you felt like you were being watched recently?
No, not really. The only women in my life are you, my sister, and my mother. I guess you could count the women from work as well, but I'm not really close with them. I don't know anyone named Laura.
I see. It's fine if that's the case, though. She might be doing something where you won't notice it, so be careful, just in case.
Got it. Thanks for the warning.
Sorry about bothering you with something so weird.
Don't worry. You told me before that you couldn't read what this Laura had in her mind at all, which is why you haven't blocked her yet, because you're scared as to what she might do, right?
It's true.
Are there any mutual acquaintances that could tell you about her current situation?
There were a few people before, but it seems that no one really wants to be friends with her because of her personality, so...
I see. Well, it looks like she doesn't do anything noticeably harmful, so why not just wait and see what she does for now? Ignore her texts like before, and maybe just reply when you feel like you need to.
You're right. I'll do that. Hi, Fiore. My baby was born, so there's something I need to tell you. He's a boy! I'm such a good wife, giving birth to an inheritor of our property so soon. Honestly, I'm so lucky I was able to steal him from you. Thanks for preparing such an amazing man for me, Fiore. I guess it's tough for you being jealous and mad and all that, but at least I'm happy. So forgive me, okay? Oh, speaking of which, I almost forgot the main reason I contacted you. I was thinking of inviting you over to our house to take a look at our baby. You're still single and have money, right? I'm looking forward to your wedding gifts. Oh God, he's so cute. I mean, he is the child of Mario, your handsome ex-boyfriend. What, Mario? Wow, you surprised me! You were always ignoring me, so I practically jumped from my seat. I had no intention of replying, honestly. I thought that you were just being delusional again and yapping about one of your new fantasies. Huh? Delusional? Yep, just as I thought. You're being delusional again. Not only that, but this time it's so wrong that it puts everything until now to shame. Huh? And to think that you finally replied to me. What are you talking about? I stole your fiancé Mario, got pregnant with his baby, got married, and then gave birth to a baby. What part of this is a fantasy? Mario hasn't been my fiancé for a very long time. What? We were only engaged in the first place because our parents knew each other and thought it would be good for our companies. I was about to be strategically married off by my parents, but we found out that Mario was cheating on me, so the marriage was canceled. Huh? Don't need to make an excuse just because you're jealous. Fine. It can't be helped, I guess. I don't know what you might do in the future, so I'll introduce you to my husband. Again. You're embarrassing me, Fiore. I know you're single. What? As you can see, this is a picture of us at our wedding. Oh, and take a look at the picture of the CEO on the homepage of S Corporations. Why would I do that? My husband is the CEO of S Corporations. Huh? You'll see that he's the same person as in the picture I just showed you. No way this is true. What is this? S Corporations? Your husband is even richer than mine. Just to be sure, I'll tell you about what happened leading up to our marriage. My marriage with Mario was canceled 3 years ago. 3 years ago? Around half a month after that, my aunt introduced me to my current husband and we got married a month ago. A month ago... You and Mario were already married at the time, right? Yeah, we were already married. Can I ask you, since when have you and Mario been in a relationship? About a year ago. Then that must mean that the stuff you said about you stealing my fiancé was one of your delusions, right? But
can I say one more thing? You didn't go after Mario because he was my fiancé, right? You said something before about how anyone would do as long as they were rich and handsome, right?
that's...
I know it's an afterthought, but aren't you glad you didn't steal someone else's fiancé? People don't usually look kindly at such marriages after all. But if you're happy with how things are right now, then why not just be satisfied and live life? Bye.
Fiore? Hey, what should I do? Mario's company, it wasn't supposed to be like this. What should I do?
Oh, they went bankrupt, right?
Seriously, what should I do?
I see. So business didn't start going well for him after all.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I guess it won't matter if I tell you now, so...
What? Do you know something about this?
I told you about how our marriage was arranged by our parents with our company's benefit in mind, right? To be a bit more precise, my father's company was planning on giving Mario's company, which wasn't doing well, financial assistance. But since we found out Mario was cheating on me, the marriage was canceled, which means that the financial assistance that they needed to recover was never given. Apparently they did everything they could in the 3 years after that, but it seems it didn't work.
What are you talking about? I don't know anything about this.
Why are you saying that to me? I haven't been in contact with Mario ever since our marriage was canceled.
Oh my god, what do I do? If this was the case, then I should never have stolen him in the first place.
You didn't really steal him, though.
He found out?
What is it now?
Mario, the son of a bitch. He had a DNA test done between him and our child.
Huh? A DNA test. So he wanted to make sure whether he was the father?
Come on.
Don't tell me the child you gave birth to wasn't actually his.
I mean, I didn't know which one of them was the father. The other guy is just a regular office worker, so of course I would marry the one who owned a company.
But now Mario's company is bankrupt, huh? I guess this is what you call karma.
Don't say that as if you're so calm. At this rate, he's going to divorce me and even make me pay an alimony.
Well, that's only natural, I guess.
I said don't act so calm. How do you think I should escape this?
I don't know.
What?
I mean, Mario would only be exercising his legal right as the person who was cheated on, right? When I found out Mario cheated on me, I made him pay an alimony too, you know. Besides, I'm just an outsider to this. I can't make decisions for you.
So you're saying you don't care what happens to me?
I told you there's nothing I can do.
Of course there is! Like, lending me money or something.
I'm not giving you the money.
What? Why not? Just a couple $1,000s will probably be enough. I'll make sure to pay you back.
Can I just block you now? To tell you the truth, I've wanted to block you ever since we graduated high school, but I was afraid as to what you might do. I kept you unblocked only to keep a watch on you.
What? But we are friends, right, Fiore? We got along so well in high school.
No, I don't remember us getting along in high school. Didn't you once spread rumors to everyone saying that I had cheated on my boyfriend? When in fact, I didn't even have one boyfriend in high school. Thank God everyone knew about you by then and no one believed you, though. Besides, don't tell me we're friends after you tried to provoke me by saying that you had a baby with my fiancé you stole.
I was only telling my old friend what was happening in my life. I had no intention of provoking you whatsoever. And it wasn't my fault that in high school you looked like you were going out with so many guys.
To be honest, because you're a nuisance.
What do you mean I'm a nuisance? Because I thought we were friends.
I have zero intention of helping you, so don't contact me anymore.
Wait, Fiore! Don't block me.
Goodbye then.
Fiore! Please, you're the only person I can rely on.
I wondered why she was so persistent asking me specifically for help, but it seems that all her other friends had already blocked her. Apparently a lot happened after I left my hometown and moved with my husband, and a friend of mine said that she thought I'd already blocked Laura long ago. As to why she ever thought she stole Mario from me, I honestly don't know. Maybe Mario told her that he used to be my fiancé and her imagination went out of hand, just like it always did. Anyway, I received information on her after that, and it seems Mario divorced her immediately after that, and he left taking, leaving her with the child. The child's father had a fiancé, and Laura was forced to pay an alimony to her as well. Laura had now 2 major problems she had to deal with. Her parents took custody of the child, and they forced Laura to pay them child support after cutting ties with her. She now works day and night to pay for both the alimony and the child support, causing an enormous stress on her body. A friend of mine who saw her by chance said that she looked to be already in her 40s, when in fact she was only 28.